This is the Baron and Sindee Nyte Show, an hour of fun, intrigue, ridiculousness, and educational entertainment nonsense. Welcome to the show, and be warned, the content you are about to see is rated R.
Watching the Baron and Sindee Nyte. Our show for you is free. Come and join our mystery. Every show we try real hard. See what cast we bring around. Try to watch us all the time. What will we do on the live? Under our production we grow. Talking till the end of the show. The Baron and Sindee Nyte are live. We are glad you're here tonight. Sometimes we haven't got a clue, but we strive to be real and true. Bringing fun and dark humor to light. We got a great show for you tonight. Welcome to the show. Will you be a friend or foe? Together we never fade. Having fun with lives we made. Under our production we glow. Talking till the end of the show. The Baron and Sindee Nyte are live. We are glad you're here tonight.
Not looking at the screen because
Yeah, don't look at the screen. You're up there.
Right. Hi, everybody.
Hey, welcome to the
Rob
show.
is in the house. Hi, Rob. It's our St. John's, Michigan Jason.
Oh, is he in already?
He is in.
Holy cow. Usually he
in.
shows up like halfway through and is like, dude, where the hell you been? We're almost done. So welcome, St. John's, Michigan, Jason.
Hello, Ryan from Legacyverse.
Hey, our friends from Legacyverse.
Yes.
As always, guys, share it out while we're waiting here. And what else?
Talking about stuff without a cheat board. Yep, thanks.
Oh, yeah. No, we got no cheat board today.
all natural. All natural.
All natural. I don't
If
know
you're
how to
new
handle it.
to the show, folks,
Hi, Scurvy.
I am the Baron. This is Miss Sindee Nyte, and we are.
The Baron and Sindee Nyte Show.
She always pauses because she doesn't know what I'm really asking her.
He's like, and go. And I'm like, what do you want me to say?
She's not used to me letting her talk.
No.
apparently.
That's this one right here.
Yeah,
see?
it's a guy thing.
It is.
It's a guy
That's when
thing.
you just tell him, shut up.
What do they call that? No look pass?
Yeah, exactly. So welcome into the show, everybody. It's going to be a busy night tonight.
It is.
As soon as we're done with this, we got to run next door, and we're taking our guests, who I'll introduce in just a couple minutes. We got to whip over to right next door here because
We're
we're
Monster Drag.
Monster Drag judges. It's their finale.
That's
It's
awesome.
their finale, so we got to go judge that thing. So
I get to judge.
I love judging people. You're awful. Get off the stage.
Right? Do we get tomatoes?
We should have tomatoes.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
What's messier than tomatoes? I want that. Whatever that is. Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Spaghetti, damn.
The only thing is that can have some backlash.
Yeah. Hi, Chaos.
Hello, Chaos. Welcome to the show. So, we have our friends. We've run into these guys all over the place, become friends, and we finally threatened them. Yeah, we had to threaten them, otherwise they weren't coming on. But we threatened them to be on the show, so they made the trip from the Detroit area. You guys can go specifically
You
where
just
you're
don't see
at.
the shackles on there.
Yeah, that's below.
Yeah.
So we have
can't
our
run.
friends from Haunt at the Roxbury.
Roxbury or Roxbury?
Roxbury.
Roxbury. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
Roxbury.
like Nyte of the Roxbury?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and so many times when I first started watching you guys, you're fine, Michael, you're fine. Do what you got to do.
You know, it's wild. I thought that was Reagan. I was like, oh
shit.
that was a doll. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on over here?
Great. Animatronic moving by itself.
But when I first started watching your guys' YouTube videos and stuff, I got to go watch Nyte at the Roxbury. Nyte at the Roxbury. We'll see you in a little bit, Michael. Yeah, Michael from Monster Drag just had to grab the trophy from our shop for that event, which our friend from Twisted Critters made. Twisted William, you don't even know.
Yeah, he's on. He's in.
William,
He is
your
here.
chopped up baby leg is the trophy for.
No, that's what the crown is going to set
Yes,
on.
the crown
wow.
is setting on, and they get that. So they purchased that chopped up leg as part of the trophy for this event. So,
I saw that.
yeah, so Michael just ran in there and grabbed it. So, but yeah, Nyte at the Roxbury.
So we
I kept
just
telling
sold
him to come in. So. But it's Haunt at the Roxbury because, and I'll let them explain, they are home haunters. So we have David and Jamie. So let's start with you, Jamie. What's up with you? What is up with you?
I'm Jamie, and I am the brains of Haunted. No, I'm just joking.
Pretty
No,
much.
she's right.
Haunted at the Roxbury. We started doing some Halloween decorations and things like that. I myself have a YouTube channel. It's called Jamie Loving All Seasons, where I actually love all seasons.
Do you love Easter?
Yes.
Okay. The scary Easter bunny?
Not just Halloween. So I know that's not, I'm the oddball here.
Yeah.
I am the weirdo.
Normie.
I'm the weirdo.
She's the muggle. She's the muggle.
So,
Is your
but-
bunny evil?
No.
You gotta have an evil bunny
No,
at
I have
Easter.
I've been working on it.
bunnies.
I've been working on it.
He's got to have his side, you got to have your side, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I do love the spooky and Halloween, and David and I were doing the house, and I said, why don't we put this on YouTube? Why don't we start a Halloween channel where we can show our love of Halloween and how it brings people together.
Yeah.
Instead of people thinking that, it's evil,
Yeah.
it's this, it's that. So we try to show a good light on it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, William says talking to the bearing is pucking torture.
William.
And then he says, what the fuck are you doing, Baron?
Eating.
Do you know he got in trouble one time? William did, because he posted something and William started giving him crap. Somebody was like, if you don't like what somebody posts, you can.
Oh no. They didn't understand he's part of the bad kids corner, huh? He didn't know.
Yeah.
Part
It's like
of
this is the bad kids corner, guys. You got to get with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny. All right,
Yeah.
David,
All right.
you're up.
Howdy. David. Yeah. So I am the other part of Haunt at the Roxbury.
It's not Nyte at the Roxbury?
You know what though? It's funny you said Nyte at the Roxbury. So we got to tell you the story. Our oldest actually named this because we were doing a home haunt, and we decided to put this big extravaganza together, but we couldn't figure out a name. And we live on Roxbury Street. Don't stalk us, but
William.
I am now.
William.
so our
Know where
oldest
he
was
lives.
he was like, you should call it Haunt at the Roxbury. So we were like, and I thought about it, I was like, that is unique. Nothing
is
out
perfect.
there sounds like that. I was like, yeah, that stuck. So that's what we ran with that, and then we decided to move the YouTube channel into the same moniker and the whole 9 yards, and that's been kind of where it goes. But yeah, just like Jamie said, I probably was more the Halloween obsessed individual.
Yeah.
Yes. Where it doesn't end for me and my mind doesn't turn off. It's just, you know, I go to bed and I'm seeing, plans for a trail. That's, and then I wake up and I'm like, all right, I better go draw this out real quick. So it doesn't stop. I wish I could turn it off. It doesn't.
There's no turning it off.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's who we are.
So how long you been doing the home
Hang
hunt?
on, because now
hold
he's
on.
in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Because Scurvy said, Google searching. William says I'm already there in the duh bushes.
Nice.
You freak.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Scurvy said Google Maps.
Oh, nice. I thought you said Google Earth. I was like, oh, you can
Oh, shit.
Right.
be right on the front porch. Drop off one of those cool creations if you're over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for the stars, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. So how long you guys been doing the home hunt?
The home hunt, we started in, I guess you could say we started in 2018.
Okay.
If we're starting that. The YouTube came later. I think we started YouTube in, what was it, 2021 we started? Or the end of 2020?
No, I think it might have been 20 because
It was the end of 20 then.
it was when COVID hit pretty bad, and we decided that we wanted to continue and have something fun. And it was outdoors, and that way people wouldn't be so freaked out. And people were so happy that we did this. This was the first year we were doing the trail in our backyard, because it started out just in our front yard.
Yeah.
And we decided to go from this very boring, we're in a subdivision and our neighborhood is just like basically cut out homes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he got this brilliant idea to do
I hear some sarcasm in there.
let's do a walkthrough in the backyard. I'm like, what?
What the hell?
He's like, yeah, like we'll get corn stalks delivered and we'll have where they're literally walking through.
So I slept in my van for a
Sounds
couple
like
of weeks
this
after
one.
that.
Yeah, that's how we started ours.
So, but we found out that year our neighbors were ecstatic and
good.
loved it, in the fact that they're like, this gave us an opportunity to get out and have some fun, see people still,
Yep.
because people were hiding in their homes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And we had the signs. We had have your mask, 6 feet. We
Yeah.
had all
we did
the
all the things,
precautions.
all
had
the things.
sanitizer stations, the whole 9 yards.
We did all the things, but it was something fun for the neighborhood kids and adults to come and do something. And we also, behind this, we collect non-perishable items. For,
hygiene and food for Hope
nice.
Clinic.
Yep.
So to help underprivileged families, and that was really, we also we're like, what can we do for our community?
Yeah.
Because it was it was a rough time for everybody.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yes.
And some people were really having a rough go because lost
Losing
jobs,
jobs.
and things of that nature, or
Yep.
losing the relative that was a breadwinner or whatever. And Hope Clinic just is such a wonderful organization. We want to get behind them and partner with them because they offer free medical and dental and vision to
Yeah.
people who don't have those.
That's awesome.
Those things available to them. So they've got this really awesome pantry. It's almost like a grocery store. You have a basket,
is.
you go shopping.
Oh, wow.
It's really neat. You can get fresh flowers if you want. But
Yeah.
so we decided, we called them, and I didn't know how I was going to go because they have religious affiliations, and so we're like, oh boy, here we are with werewolves and blood and heads, and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but they were like, no, we love it. They were like, yeah, use our logo, whatever you want, we love it. So and I think besides the fact that it offered the neighbors a chance to escape from our reality in 2020, it also gave them opportunity to do something that they knew was beneficial for the community, which was fun. So it was a good time.
That makes it so much worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then William says, could you crinkle the package of snacks a little fucking louder, Baron?
Here's the thing, William.
And Jen says he's so loud.
Both of you. Now listen. I'm going to tell you the difference between a good guest and a bad guest, William. These guys, before they came on the show, did their freaking homework. I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
So you're getting a whole lot more crinkling and eating and chewing because they brought me an entire freaking box of my gummy chews. So there you have it. I'm going to put it right there for William to look at.
That he can't see, so you're doing good.
So William, you get to see the top of the box. Freaking William.
Well, since you're into the bag, what else did we get?
Oh,
What other presents did they bring?
They got.
Well, we got stickers.
Oh yeah.
These are cool stickers.
Now I was gonna ask, who did you guys' logo? I love that. That is sweet.
You know, that was wild because there was a company that did logos, and I was trying to find something that fit us, and we kind of love the whole farm, the whole farm mojo. And scarecrows, that's really our thing, because where we live in Green Farm subdivisions, and we're over, if you know where Wired's Orchard is, we're over in that area. It's all farmland, and what happened is all these farms start selling land to these subdivisions, but you still have some of the ones we're at still have active farms on it. So it was really neat. So we decided to kind of have backstory and lore that had to do with farm and that whole thing. So we wanted a scarecrow. We knew right off the bat we wanted a scarecrow, but I put our name in that generator, and I swear to you, that is the first thing that popped up.
Wow.
And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was like, take my money right now. Take my money. And then I didn't look back after that.
Even the hater thing below it?
Literally, it did everything.
That hater is like perfect.
It would ask, would you like an acronym? And I didn't even know what that meant. I just clicked the box. I was like, cool. Acronym? Yeah, sure. What's an acronym? Yeah, click. Yeah, take it. And then it just went, boom, there it is. And I was like, oh, holy crap. So that's how the hater thing came out.
And you could say, okay, it's hater or hatter. Because he's wearing a hat, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, what a great logo.
And William says, I bought you cashews, fucker.
Oh, he did.
That was a little more healthy. He got his beat on there. He was thinking about your heart.
Like it says on the screen.
Yeah, you dropped an F-bomb. She never dropped an F-bomb.
Because it's William. It's William's fault.
Yeah, that's William.
I did, too.
Okay, so... And some of these things might end up in some giveaways and spin the wheels. So we're not going to hoard all this stuff ourselves.
Says you.
Yeah. Like this jacket's really cool. Look at this thing. Ooh, man. Yeah, I might keep that.
See? And it begins.
Yeah. And it's got that. Well, I love that logo. So, yeah, that might stay with me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the back.
That's why we bought more. That way you can.
There's T-shirts with the logo. Look at that, guys.
And that scarecrow, his name is Jeb, by the way. He's our main character.
Nice.
The
Good old
T-shirt.
Jeb. Jebediah Roxbury.
Could you make Jed for us? Could you make...
Oh, and crocheted?
Yeah.
Probably.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I bet she probably could.
I made Art the Clown.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
That would be cool, because we thought about having a Jed to take
Jeb.
Jeb. Sorry.
Jeb.
Yeah.
Jeb.
These are cool T-shirts.
He doesn't like it when you mess with
Take
him.
him around, like with us when we go to the shows and things like that.
Travel,
And
It
take
might
pictures.
take me a hot minute.
Yeah.
That's all right. We got a hot minute.
Okay. Everybody's got a hot minute. We're good.
Yeah. Okay, so
She thinks I'm hot, so
I do.
yeah, she started getting the sweats before the show. It's like, can I change spots with you, David?
Right.
Jennifer's like, what, do I stink? She goes, no, I'm getting all hot.
And bothered.
So you guys, you just don't do the home haunt.
And pineapple upside down cookies.
Oh, those are good, but you didn't make those, so.
Like the pineapple upside down cake?
Yeah, but it's a cookie that a co-worker of his
dangerous.
made.
That's
There was a
dangerous.
cherry on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were like,
She hates
I'm
cherries.
I'll help out.
I did
I will do my
decide.
duty to help out.
Oh, I ate hers. Yeah.
Oh, there-
She took a bite and I ate the rest of it. But you guys not only do the haunt, but you guys are big on YouTube. You go to all the conventions, home haunts, and do your YouTube stuff. Tell us about that a little bit. I mean, we touched on it there, but when you're going to like halfway to Halloween coming up, I know you guys are going to
Oh,
be
yes.
there.
Oh, yes.
What drove you to start going to the conventions and stuff, doing that?
You know, it's kind of funny because when we started the YouTube channel, I was sitting here going, man, our home hunt is 3 days.
Yeah.
It's 3 days out of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is going to be pretty
Pretty
sad
sad.
if this is all we're doing. You know, and we love, I think once we realized that Halloween has an off season, like it was just like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I was just telling her, I think for the first time last year, I felt exhausted at the end of the year because
Yep.
it started with Trans World, and it just was like this thing, and before you know it, it's like all the way into Halloween. But we wanted to start covering more things and discovering more people with the same kind of mindset.
Yes.
And there was just a plethora out there. There was
Yeah.
so much, and then we
Oh,
thought this is great content.
Yep.
And obviously, we love going to home haunts,
Yep.
you know, so it became also a way for us to discover more and get
Yeah.
out and see more, which we enjoy anyway.
Yep.
We just now decide to make it content. So
Now, what I find hilarious.
Well, let me catch up
Okay.
on things. Jen says cool logo.
thank you, Jen.
Michelle says, how could I get a shirt? I'm a walking billboard.
She is.
We got it. We'll see you at halfway to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Michelle gonna be there?
What's the size?
Yeah, I think, Michelle's at halfway to Halloween. Yeah.
Michelle Erskine.
Oh, Erskine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was Michelle from
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
I thought so too.
She's
Nope.
usually popping on here, but
Yeah, she's not here.
they might be at their kids. They do, her husband does the robotics team,
Yeah.
and they're in like the Nationals or something. So maybe that's where they're out at. I don't know, but being a weekend, that could be where they're at. Or they're doing a show, because I know William was at a show. So maybe
Yeah, he was at
Yeah.
a
So
show today.
possibly.
What's the size, Michelle?
Rob says, have you ever ran into St. John's, Michigan, Jason?
Oh yeah.
Because that's
We got pictures.
Yes.
We got
Yeah.
pictures to prove
Oh,
it.
there you go. They got pictures.
For you guys that don't know, St. John's, Michigan, Jason.
Yeah.
You guys got one of those?
And
No, actually, we
Michelle
don't.
Michelle Erskine says, since when does Halloween have an off season?
Exactly. Exactly.
True.
That's
True.
exactly.
Good point. Good point.
Says the scariest clown out there, Michelle. She is a traditional happy clown,
Oh, okay.
which are the most terrifying
Oh yeah.
clowns.
Oh yeah. Agreed.
Because they're trying to lure you in with this sweet persona when they're a clown. They're still a clown, so
Well, happiness and psychosis almost go hand in
yeah.
hand.
So we're on to you. We're on to you.
Ryan says, so are we. Yeah, I think almost everybody that's in here will be at halfway to Halloween.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, it's such a huge show now.
Yeah. It's fun too.
It
Lot of
is fun.
Lot of
Yeah.
It's one of our favorites to go to.
Well, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny when you start noticing even other people that aren't necessarily Halloween lovers, but come to that show and they find something, because there's something there for everybody.
Literally.
You know, everybody. There's food, there's the haunted house, there's the vendors, you have the
Her show.
Hearst show, right? There's
Yep.
just so much to do.
Now the costume contest was so cool last year.
Yeah,
I
they
think
had
that
a
was
lot
probably
of
one of the
people.
best costume.
Yeah.
I've seen horror cons not have
As
costume
many
contests
people.
not as
Yep.
good as that.
Yeah.
And this year's going to be even bigger
That's
because
awesome.
they put in more categories. They've been pushing it out there more.
Yeah.
So this year's Halloween costume contest or cosplay, whatever, or haunt actor.
Haunt actor.
Well, they fight amongst themselves. I'm a haunt actor, not a cosplayer. It's not a costume. It's my work attire at the haunt. Or,
Can't we all
crying
get
out
along?
loud.
That's what I always say.
But what I was getting at
I
before.
just smile at everybody and call it good. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Michelle says I love bragging about being the scariest in the world.
Yeah, she is. When you watch their YouTube videos, when they're going through the haunts,
Oh gosh.
Yeah. This
already
Jamie
knew.
is off the charts, hilarious, and she is not trying to be hilarious. She screams and yells and laughs uncontrollably.
So if you want to see it, then you go to
And-
their YouTube channel.
Yes.
It is genuine. It is
Oh, you
genuine.
could tell. You could
Because
tell.
people have actually asked David is she just playing it up? No. I am naturally a jumpy person, so it's not hard. It's just not hard.
That's
But-
why she's not the one behind the camera, because
No.
I would
Yeah.
be boring. I would be boring. It'd be bad.
No,
It'd be bad.
he's too enthralled with what
I'm
they've
geeking out.
done.
That's
You
what we do,
know?
yeah.
He's looking at everything like, how'd he do?
Yes.
How'd they make that? I want, like, man.
I always feel bad because when we go through them, even the professional haunts, we almost, and I hate to say it, we almost ignore the actors because we're so enthralled with the set, the costuming, the design, how'd they do it.
Yep.
You know,
And I'm like,
and it's like,
get away from
I've
me.
even had the actors come up to me and I'm just going, is that latex or
Yeah.
silicone? And they're like, dude, for real? keep going.
get out of here,
Like that way.
get out of here. Holy cow.
But I love it. I love it. It's like, how do
Yeah.
you not?
It's a good time, and I know
Kirby
you.
says they do it too. You want to look at everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a toy story for us.
It
really is a toy story.
It is. Yeah.
And some of our favorite ones to actually go through are the home haunts.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we have love there because of what we do.
Yep.
But just seeing everybody's creativity,
Yeah.
whether they built their own or how, like, people like us, we are not builders necessarily, but we're good at
Theming.
Putting it
Yeah.
together,
Theming,
theming
yes,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
That's him too. He was
Yeah.
not a builder,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he could get the whole plan
That's
and then
it. That's it.
and then like force everybody to come over build this.
Yes.
That's a good talent.
Well, that's what we did when we outgrew the home that we had existed. We had our buddy Tom Henson, rest his soul. He passed away about 14 years ago. But he would, and he looked forward to it every year, where we'd build out from the garage. We'd literally
awesome.
build
With foam.
additions
Oh, yeah.
and wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
The
Some wood, yeah.
facades
Frame it,
were,
yeah.
with the framing of
Yep.
it, and we just kept building out, and yeah, it was huge, man. The neighbors, again, you talked about good neighbors. Same with us. They were like, "So is the haunt going to be?" I mean, we'd have kids and people come up in June say, "You guys going to have the haunt this year?"
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you
Oh,
kidding?
yeah.
We had for when we stopped doing it.
Oh, they
we
were
still
heartbroken.
had people coming to the door asking
Yeah.
if we were doing
Yep.
haunt, and I was like,
Did you guys find that addicting? I feel like the most addicting thing to me, and it's the most rewarding too, is hearing a scream and then laughter.
Yes.
Like right after it.
Yes.
Because you know at that moment you just created
You
a
got 'em.
memory for someone.
Yeah, you
and
got 'em.
that's like a moment. And it's just, I don't know, it's like I can never get enough of that.
Yeah.
It is so addicting.
Well,
you know?
what's that word I'm looking for? It tells you that what you did was right. What you did was right. There's a word for it.
Confirmation almost.
Confirmation.
Yeah,
Thank
yep.
you. That worked.
Yeah,
You
yep,
know.
yep.
And then just the oohs and ahs and things like that. It just there's no better feeling, and I love that feeling. And you guys probably do too. You know, I would start that in June or something
Yeah.
to build,
Yep.
and I just love getting out of work, heading out to the garage where I built everything in the garage, but just being out there, the radio on, my teeny little kids running around, just building this stuff.
Yeah.
I was in just my zone, my happy land. You know,
Yep,
that was
yep.
just fantastic.
and I was again. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I'd be like, yeah, no, yeah, no.
That's Jamie. Jamie's
Yeah.
looked at a few trails and go, what are you doing? This is terrible.
That's not going to work. Yeah.
Right. And now when somebody goes running and screaming, they're going to hit this corner, smack dab. You know, you're going to need to put some.
And that's the thing, you have to, if you're making it scary,
Yeah.
you got to make sure that stuff is like secured, like
Yep.
they don't run through a wall or, like
Yeah.
you said, hit a sharp corner. So going through and safety proof and everything was
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, no doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
But
I'd
still
be the one
rewarding.
that go in there behind them. And fix that. Fix that.
Quality assurance.
Yes.
It's crazy too. I was telling somebody the other day, it's like, I love pro hunt. I go, and somebody's asking me what's the difference between what you get from a pro hunt and a home hunt, and I felt like one of the things what I love about the home hunts is the community that's involved.
Yeah.
You know, I think about it, like we're in the middle of our neighborhood, and I told her about this a couple times. I've like watched people interact that live down the street from each other and have never talked. They're never talked. And they're like, "Oh my God, you live right next to me." And,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, these people would have never interacted.
Never
They
met.
never would have interacted. So
Yep.
there's so much.
Because neighborhoods aren't quite like probably like when we grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's boxes.
Where
Yeah.
everybody kind of knew. Like in my neighborhood, literally my friend's mom could smack me if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she literally could be like, "What did you just say?" You know, and
I still do that.
so
Thanks for the stars, just Prudy and Jackal. And no, I'm the one that, you come to the neighborhood, I'm going to be at your door. Hey.
I'm new in the neighborhood.
That's awesome. That's
hey.
awesome. Our neighborhood started off like that. Matter of fact, she was freaked out when we first moved in there.
little bit,
Because
yes.
people were like going, "Hey, what's going on? You knew?" And Jamie was like, "Why are they waving at us?"
no, because they were it was a little much. Like I couldn't go into the front yard without someone saying something to us, and I was like, where did we move? Like, what is that?
The
What's
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, or like the Stepford Wives, or whatever.
yeah.
Something. It was just a little weird at first, and I'm like, that's crazy that I'm thinking that. And people
Yeah.
are just being kind or not.
And well, now you miss it because a lot of those people have moved out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the new
Yeah.
generation
Whole
is just
different-
like
yeah.
everybody's like in their own
Yeah.
box, you know?
Shutters.
So
We see that even in our building here. A lot of people, and we advertise the crap out of the shop and the museum and everything, here in Lansing and
Yeah.
whatnot. And we got a real popular record store right up front here. And every day we get people that have been coming in here for the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever. And then all of a sudden they, for whatever reason, make their way in here. Oh, I didn't know you guys were in here.
oh man,
Because
wow.
It's like we've been
Yep.
here.
they
Yeah.
came for records, and they got their people
Yeah.
are so. And it's not. I'm not picking on the record store, but in general, people walk around with these shutters
Yes.
on.
Yep.
That.
Yep.
This is their target. That's all that there is.
Yep.
What they see directly here, and it's like, how could you not know we existed back here?
Yeah, yeah.
We've been all over the news, the media, big
And this is
events.
pretty loud back here. It's
and
like,
it's loud.
hey,
Yeah,
hello.
exactly.
There's a lot
neon,
going on.
lights, things. How do you? I mean, if nothing else, you're like, oh, is there a party going on? Let me go take a look
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
And it's like they get to that threshold right there by the monkey over there
And
hanging.
they don't dare cross.
Yeah, they like stop and like.
It's that rug on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like a cat that touches a different
Yeah.
oh, this is
wait a
not what
minute.
I was on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're leaving the Muggle world behind.
Right.
Yep.
Start
It's-
over,
it's
turn
really
around.
weird.
I'm not going there. Scurvy says their neighborhood is like that, and yes, it is.
Oh my
If you
God.
have you seen their pictures when they do?
I would love to see their
Trick-or-treating.
pictures.
Oh my
I would love to.
They got lines down the block.
I mean,
That's
the
awesome.
whole
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Oh,
I mean,
I love it.
That's awesome. We got to come. We got to get
We'll
over
have
there.
to
then.
check it.
yeah, it's like what'd you say?
They're in Ohio.
Scurvy, like
Ohio
1,000
is
people.
not
We're
far
always in
from us.
Ohio.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. We're like 30,
Ohio?
35 minutes outside of Toledo.
Depending where in Ohio.
Right across the border.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
then
Oh,
yeah,
Wassian.
they're like
Wassian.
neighbors.
Wassian?
Wassian.
Neighbors.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
But
probably
yeah,
knows Puddin' Paul.
and they got the big skeletons. They got the Von Bones out in front of their house,
That's awesome.
which
and
is the
now
name of
they're
their company.
hers, 'cause
Yeah, no,
they
they're
got
hers.
one too.
Claudia Von Bones is the name of their hearse.
There you go.
Well,
She said, that's hugs from Jackal and Demon. I already said thank you to them. William says that t-shirt guy next to y'all is such a peach. And then Scurvy says they had over 800 kids last year.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's wild. That is wild.
yeah, they put
Wow.
Yeah,
out.
we want to come
That's
see. We
awesome.
want to come
Yeah.
see that. If you can
Yeah.
let us know more info. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'd talk to you at halfway to Halloween, but we'd love to get over
Yeah.
there and
Yeah.
get a
They
chance to
just
see
do
it.
it on Halloween. They just
Oh, that's
they
awesome.
Yeah, and it's
Just
just that-
Halloween night.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
literally
okay.
trick or treating that the entire neighborhood is involved in.
the city.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, but
When
just
you got
their
that kind of support,
immediate
that's awesome.
neighborhood. See,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen stuff like that since I was a kid.
Our neighborhood is very much like that, and like when we first moved in, there was other people in our neighborhood. There was like 3 other people that did stuff in their garage, one lady did probably about 300 pumpkins.
No, it was more. It was like 1,500 pumpkins.
sorry,
it
yeah.
was all carved
On their
professionally.
front, on their front lawn. So like we were like, that's when David was like, "What are we doing? We gotta step up our game.
Right.
Like, what's happening?" So I remember one year, it was probably the last year I actually had took our youngest son trick-or-treating, like walking with him. I leave him, and he's like, I get back, and he looks frazzled, like something, like he had been through war or something. And I go, "What is going on?" He goes, "I had a sea of kids out there. I was giving out sugar-free candy because we ran out." And I'm like, "Oh my God."
And I should have known something, because our neighbors, I was all proud of myself. I was like, "We spent $150 on candy. We're ready. We're ready." And he goes, "Okay. Good for you. Good for you." And I was like, "Wow, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting."
Right.
You know? And literally, like, within minutes, that candy was gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
That candy was gone, and it's just, well, because where we are, the subdivision we are is like smack dab in the middle of this farmland, and around it are like probably almost 9, 10 other subdivisions that surround it, and they all just empty into
there.
this one.
Yeah.
So and then on Halloween, and we've been trying to find out who this guy is, but there's a guy who hooks up a trailer to his tractor, and he's literally giving hay rides through the neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
And I've been like, we got to find out who this guy is so we
Yes.
can coordinate with him, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But it's just cool. It's one of those things where it's almost magical, where you're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
Ned
hoping.
Scurvy says just our street.
Yeah.
They weren't like that when we first moved in.
Wow.
The last 6 years, it's really grown.
You guys.
Hi, little
Awesome.
bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because you guys spread the plague. That's
Exactly. And hopefully
They
this.
spent over 500.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Candy,
Candy.
yep, that's
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
That's about right.
But yeah, I'm hoping that that is infectious.
Yes.
And other neighborhoods start doing that to bring it back like it was. Because these
Yeah.
kids growing up now, the younger ones, all they see is either trunk or treat
Yes.
Yeah.
or just 2 or 3 people coming up to their house.
Yeah.
So to be able to experience when, like, we're all growing up and, like, Sicken and Scurvy's neighborhood and your guys' neighborhood and all that.
Yeah, going down the
That type
street.
of volume where everybody's out in the street, kids are laughing and playing and hurrying
Yeah.
to the next house and then go
Yeah.
home and check your candy and watch scary movies. Oh my God,
Live
the
that.
memories.
Yep.
It doesn't
nothing
get any
better.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
get any better.
And we've gotten to a point where now on Halloween we always have like a bonfire in the front yard. So we'll have neighbors that literally we don't see except for Halloween. They stop in, plop down, sit
Nice.
for a while. They always tend to bring us beverages. They're
Nice.
like, "Here, we thought you might want this," or whatever. So it's just a lot of fun, and we love it.
That's what I always loved when we took our kids out trick. Sorry guys, I just
Yeah,
put
why are you doing that?
back when our kids were young, and then we'd take them out trick or treating. Is those houses
Yeah.
that had not necessarily a home haunt, but they had it decked out pretty good. The garage where you go up and they have a fire going, and they'd offer you a drink.
Yep,
You know, hey,
yep.
you need a beer or you need a
Jello shots.
yeah. Just it was like, well, of course
Oh,
I
somebody
do.
was doing hot cider.
Hot cider,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Spiked.
spiked, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved that. I was like, well, of course I do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good times, man. Good times.
Yep. What are you doing there? You're screwing things up.
You just don't. Don't even.
If we go dark, it's because she's screwing around with the screen.
I'm not even touching that.
You had some
Mind
weird
your own
thing up.
business.
You had something
Where's the
going on there.
camera?
Right there.
There. Keep looking that way.
Okay, I'll keep
Hi,
looking
Matt.
that way. Which Matt?
Davis.
Hey, Matt Davis. Hey, did you get your package? He won our trivia night.
That's awesome.
William says sugar-free. Sigh. What's
Yeah,
next?
Oh, our neighbor was giving out cough drops, so I felt much better about myself. Because she
She
looked
had
at me in
ran
panic.
out.
She goes, "I'm out of candy. You have any candy?" I'm giving out cough drops. I'm like, oh my God.
Pencils. Pencils. Put
So
in
that's
pencils.
what's next? Pencils, pennies,
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
Poor kids, damn Roxburys.
That's not what we normally give out.
We've gotten better since. We've
Yeah.
learning
Yes,
moment.
got
Learning
their
moment for us.
That was the run out.
Yeah, yeah. We buy
Now
candy
you
in
know.
pieces now. We do small purchases all the way up to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Michelle, you would. She likes the homemade caramel popcorn balls.
Oh man, yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes the
those-
popcorn balls. Nobody likes those.
Well,
You know, there's always that strange kid. There's always that
Hold
one
on.
strange
Michelle.
kid.
caramel.
I would do the caramel ones more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caramel balls.
Caramel balls. What kind of show do you think this is?
Yeah, she's giving me sizes too.
Damn, you see her? She's like, them caramel balls.
This is definitely gone in a weird way. We are not giving these out. We promise you. This is not happening.
Nobody gets caramel balls unless you talk to her. She might.
Where's the caramel ball lady?
We had halfway at Halloween with that. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Let's move on.
You're done with the balls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mind out of the gutter now?
Yep.
Okay.
For that, you get circus peanuts.
Those were the worst.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
Those
They're
are the
terrible.
worst. Even as a kid, I despised
Yeah.
those things.
I think you should save those for people you really don't like.
Yes.
You know, just have a
Yep.
whole bag of circus peanuts
Yep.
and be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
hey, how
that's
you
for
doing?
that
I
kid
got
that
something for
everybody
you.
hates in the neighborhood.
Oh my god.
The worst. Dang.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Scurvy says they start early September buying candy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the smart way.
Yep.
We've kind of learned that. Just buying it, stashing it, buying
Yeah.
it, stashing it.
And then we gotta hide it from Jamie. Like, stop breaking into the candy.
Depends on what kind of candy.
You don't need a Milky Way. That's not your Milky Way.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the Twix. I like the Twix.
Twix.
That's her thing.
Twix or Kit Kat.
Yeah. Now, with the upcoming haunt season coming on, the professional haunts, do you guys got any particular ones you're going to be hitting up this year?
You know, last year we did, for the first time, we did a display only with the idea of doing less work, although
Okay.
it still felt like it was a good amount of work.
Yeah.
But obviously not having a trail took a lot of that off our list there. But
Yeah.
we wanted to get out because the one downside of being a haunter, period,
Can't get
is
out.
that you've got to ball and chain to your, you know,
Yep.
and all your friends are calling like, hey, let's go here.
Yep,
And you're like,
yep.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know, so this year we're gonna go like we're going all out because we're gonna take 2026 off.
Oh, okay.
Because we really
We're
because
still going to have a little something.
we're
I keep saying
Yeah.
that.
I mean I because I
You
really
can't stop cold turkey. No. Doesn't work that way.
right. Yeah, we already had some people last year like, where's the trail at? We're like,
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no trail.
Oh,
They
they
were
look
really
forward
upset.
to it. Yeah.
Michelle
upset.
says she's the evil one that has candy that she's had for like 5 years and
Oh.
gives it to the old kids that shouldn't be trick or treating as they're not in costume.
Not in costume.
They're
That's
not
the key.
in costume.
That's the
key.
thing.
That's
As
that
long
stuff
as-
that fuse with the
if
rappers
they have a
fuse to the
costume,
candy.
I'm good.
Yep, as long as you got a costume on.
If they have a costume, I don't care.
Yeah,
Let them
that's
trick or
me.
treat as long as they want to.
So you're going to take,
I want to trick or treat.
Come on.
you're going to go all out this year
Yes.
for your
Yeah.
home haunt.
Which we know is going to
Okay.
probably handicap us from getting to a lot. I'm already kind of bummed out because I'm like, we're going to miss out on some stuff, and I could
Yeah.
already because last year we went to a few haunts and it was fun, and I've already had some people go, "You coming out this year?" And I'm already
Yeah.
thinking, "Crap."
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is the
probably
tough
not.
thing.
Yeah.
And then I think it was last year you guys got hit with some funky weather. Was
Oh,
it last year?
weather
Oh, my
incidents.
God. Yeah, the incidents. Heard about those. But yeah, the snow and the wind and the weather that blew through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, since we don't have any here, maybe we have to come down there. Well,
Right.
You're not working.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun work since Halloween is a Friday.
Friday this year.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So we're
Yep.
doing that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we're planning on trying to do a Thursday with media.
Like a
Oh,
meeting
nice.
night.
So
Yeah.
that way, if they want to come out and kind of go through it and film and take their time, and
Maybe we can come out on media.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be
that
cool.
we would
Yeah.
love that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is something new, and just because I don't know exactly what's in the works because he is the brain, and I just kind of go,
Follow
okay.
along, yeah.
And then I'm the one that kind of critiques and
Goes, calm
switches
down.
a
That's
little
not
bit,
viable.
or
Yeah.
or just kind of add a little bit more touches to it, but
Yeah.
he
She's
is
like,
the
no, you can't
mastermind.
set the backyard on fire.
No.
You can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. No.
I'm like, but what if I control it?
Not everybody has a flame-resistant costume.
Yeah.
So no.
And see, I'd be the one. I want the flame.
Yeah, right. See?
Come on. Who doesn't want their eyebrows?
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
Well, I think our tour this year is Hush. Ew.
The one in Imlay. What is
Oh,
that one called?
Nightmares from Hell.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They actually moved
They're
to a
going to be
different
doing.
spot.
They're going to be doing the
They'll be at,
walkthrough this year.
Yeah,
huh?
they'll be at
Okay.
halfway to Halloween. What are the other? We've got a couple other ones. One of them I never heard before. They are what do you call it? A trail thing. A trail thing. It's a fundraiser type of thing. I can't remember. She's going to look it up because I'm just stumbling all over the names now. I shouldn't have even brought it up.
Right. See what you did.
But yeah, she'll
Um,
start in September.
September.
Yeah, should have just went to our page.
It's not on the page.
Yes, it is.
You don't have anything in here.
Yes, I do.
How to Halloween. What is that?
Here, just How to Halloween is the one in Lansing. That's not a haunt. But you got Nightmares from Hell,
Okay.
and then go down to the next.
Oh, that's October.
So then you just have to click on these guys. Just click on them.
Where is Imlay City? Speaking of which.
Going
The
towards
Howling.
Port Huron.
Okay.
Right before you get into Port Huron.
Okay,
Kind of in
all
that
right.
area. So what was that? Howling was that one that I wasn't getting. So Howling.
That's a live feed. So no.
Yep.
No. I don't think you have them all in here.
Yeah.
Because there's Halloween. So I don't know what you're
Okay. Well, talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, we definitely, I wish we could, we may be able to, if there are some, I know some home hunters are, and God bless you if you're able to do this. I know some of the guys start early October and they'll run all month long.
Yeah.
And
That's-
those are cool because we could probably pick a day to sneak away and if we have enough, work done and we've progressed well, we can
We're
sneak off.
Hoping to start
Thanks
a
for
little-
the stars, Laura. I hope you're doing good. Sorry.
No,
That's
you're good.
okay.
You're good.
I told you I do it.
That's
That's good.
okay.
That's good.
We're hoping to start earlier this year on it, and that
Free
way
ourselves up a
free
little.
Yeah.
ourselves. But the problem is when you're doing it outdoors,
Weather.
you can only put certain things out
Yep.
Yep.
unless you want it wrecked.
And if Michigan says you're done working today,
Yeah,
you're done
you're
working
done.
today.
Okay, so I found it. So confirmed we'll be at Hush.
Okay.
Love that place.
Yeah.
Tentative is Abandoned Acres.
We wanted to check out Abandoned Acres. Last year we wanted to get out to that
Yeah.
one.
We
talked
haven't
to
been to
guys
that one yet, so
Yeah.
we haven't nailed that one down yet. The Howling Haunted Trail.
Okay.
We'll be at that Factory of the Dead out
Oh,
in
okay.
Saginaw.
Heard about that, yeah.
Good people out there. Erebus is tentative. Nightmares from Hell is confirmed. We've contacted some other ones and that we're kind of wanting to go to, but really haven't heard anything back yet. So those are all the ones that are confirmed. And then we've got, of course, all the conventions and
If you guys get a
home
chance,
hunts and-
Nightmare Realm is fantastic.
we were supposed to go there last year.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
they were on our schedule.
Yeah.
But I overbooked, and we
I know, I get
were
it.
killed last year.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my!
get it.
We were so done. After
Yeah.
it didn't even end in October. It was like the end of November. It finally slowed down. We're like, we're never doing that again.
Yeah, right.
It
And
was
guess what?
ridiculous.
It's a lot.
We are.
Yeah,
Still
I
are.
mean,
I can't
Jezebel.
quit you.
Hi.
oh well, look who strolled in at the end of the show.
Says she was watching the robotics competition.
See, and that's what I said. That's what I said. I knew, and I didn't even know that was going on.
In
but I,
Texas.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
But yeah, we were talking about you earlier, and I said, yeah, she's normally in here, but I think they're probably, because I know they're in the Nationals, and so we were talking about the
Wow.
whole
That's
thing.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So I'm glad you made it anyways.
So yes, so we talked to you about possibly cohorting together and going
That
to
would be fun.
That
That
would.
might be fun.
right. Hey, two perspectives. Why
Oh yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You know.
We've actually done that with what? with a couple of our YouTuber friends that
Yeah.
we've met along the way. Halloween Life.
Yep.
Rob and Katrina, they're actually vendors. They'll be at Halfway to Halloween.
They were the
as
ones
well.
that did, if you saw all the plates of food that had like the. Yeah,
They were on
yeah.
our
One
show
time.
not last year, but the year before, and we've got one of their parfaits in our
Yeah,
cabinet
yep.
in there
Okay.
that they
Yep.
gave us.
Yeah, they gifted us one.
Yeah,
They're
they were
awesome.
We
They're
drug
great
them
people.
on the show and harnessed them like we did you
Every
guys.
time. Rob
And I said,
Katrina and Rob's a hoot.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're cool. I was just one of them came on the show. I think it was
She did.
yeah.
Katrina.
Oh,
Katrina.
Katrina.
It's probably
She
She's,
does
Katrina.
some crazy
she's more
stuff.
quiet.
It's awesome.
You need to have Rob and Katrina,
Oh,
and I'll watch the booth.
Yeah.
Because
Uh-oh,
they're-
you just signed. You heard her, guys. You just, you know they're not letting you off the hook on
I
that
know,
one.
they're like, okay, you said that you'd sit here for a minute.
We'll be back.
So I'm gonna interrupt just a sec. I thought it started at 7 for Rum Dum's fundraiser.
Oh yeah.
But if it does start at 8, great. You guys can leave here if you want to help a fellow haunt actor. There's a lot of stuff from haunt actors that have donated. He has cancer.
Oh wow.
So there's going to be props and stuff. We have stuff.
Yep. Baron and Sindee Nyte items and sewer. There's a sewer item
There is a sewer
that
item.
we donated, so you can bid on those, and those proceeds go directly to Rum
Rum
Dum.
Awesome. Awesome.
I just wanted to get that out there since I saw it, so I didn't forget.
So we're running towards the end of the show here. We all got it. We're going to drag these guys along with us to the
Next door.
finale of Monsters in the Making. But what do you guys got coming up soon? You guys going anywhere fun? Or?
Halfway to Halloween is.
Halfway to
that's-
Halloween's
Well,
a big
but
one. Yep.
So David didn't mention, but he also kind of does a podcast.
I've seen it.
Slash, okay. But he was doing his favorite home haunts,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's kind of been hooking up with
Home Hunter spotlights.
and things like that,
yeah.
which
Yep.
has been really cool.
Yep.
Which he has a couple coming up. That one is also another YouTuber, and so
There, most of
you
those,
talk
those will,
about
those
it.
will be
This
in
is
May.
you.
But yeah, I've been doing I kind of started off doing a podcast.
Yep.
But I just realized it was going to be a lot to try to do YouTube and do a podcast. So I
Yep.
figured I'm just going to marry those two.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm like, in video format is kind of king right now. So
Yep.
I was like, you know what? We'll just do everything. I either do Zoom calls or have people
Yep,
live.
on the-
you know?
on the show.
So, and we pre-record it. That's why we're having a hard time. If we're awkward, it's because we don't live in the live world.
No.
We're in the live world now, and this is a struggle for us because everything can be edited in our world. So-
Yeah, not here.
Nope. So her big balls goes on.
There it is. There it is.
There's no
There it is.
turning back.
Do I have anything in my teeth? Is that what?
And like usual, we had to liquor them all up to give them the courage to get on here.
Sad thing is this: we don't need any. We're just naturally.
That's what's crazy is they are not liquored up. Okay, not at all.
We come this way.
That's the way they come. But yeah, I watch your podcast, and people call us a podcast. I don't like that word. I don't even know what a podcast is. Okay?
You're not alone. You're not alone.
We are a freaking talk show. We are Johnny
Right.
Carson on freaking steroids.
There you go. There you go.
David Letterman, but funnier.
Yep.
Sorry, David, but love David Letterman. So, yeah, the whole podcast thing, I understand it, but I don't get it. We're a freaking talk show, for God's sakes.
Hey, on rights, if you're still in here, we did mention that you guys will be going soon on the auction.
Rum-dum.
Yes.
Awesome. That is awesome.
7:30. I keep forgetting they're in a whole other state. So we're
Oh,
kinda-
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
It's only
Yep.
7 o'clock there almost.
Yes. Well, they said 7:30.
Oh, that's when it's starting?
Central.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. 7:30.
So everybody go on there and bid everything up.
That's awesome.
Rum Dum needs some help. Let's
Yes,
help him out.
Let's help him out. We wish we could be there, but we had prior engagements, so now I'm going to miss out on some cool stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we got a bunch. They had a fundraiser a couple of years ago for another.
Jeannie.
Yeah, Jeannie when her house burned up. We got a bid and won some really cool stuff that we keep in our private stash in the store there.
Nice.
Still there. in
On
the shop.
display, but
I
everybody,
got sick and thong.
yeah,
Oh,
signed thong.
I had to have it. Have you seen that video? Oh, I'm gonna have to show you.
Show me.
I show everybody that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If I can find it now, because I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
been
on
a
there.
while. So we're gonna wrap this up now because we do have to get over there, and we still got to do our photos after this real quick, and then we got to head next door. So if you want to know where we're at coming up, just go on the page here in the thing that's up top there. What do you call that? Pinned to the top, our schedule. But yeah, our next thing I believe is halfway to Halloween. I don't think we have anything before that. And then from after that, I couldn't even tell you. So if you guys are in the area, even if you're not, this is a show worthy of coming from far away to see. It's a major thing that they've put together. It's well worth the drive, the fly, the bus, the hitchhiking, the Uber. So that is what, May 10th?
Yep.
May
May 10th. May
Just
10th.
outside
Day
of
before
Ann
Mother's
Arbor.
Day.
Yep.
Yep.
Just outside of Ann Arbor. You can just go on to, there's a QR code there, but, just pull up halfway to Halloween on
Facebook.
the Facebooks or they got a website
They
now.
do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's halfway to Halloween. Oh, you know what? Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I'll mess that up. I can
Yeah, I know.
no,
I'm the
that's-
same
Right?
way.
You
but-
might want to
Just Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google it. You will
Google it.
find it.
Halfway to Halloween,
That's my
Ann Arbor.
answer for
Yep.
everything.
Halfway to
Just
Halloween,
Google
It might come up Celine.
Yeah, it is. It is technically.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
literally
so-
in between. You got Ann Arbor, Saline, and Lima.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is Lima Township building is literally across.
Oh, really?
So it's like that's
Right
weird.
there,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's interesting.
And we will all be there.
yes.
So
Yes.
And a lot of the people that are
in
on
here, yes.
So.
Yep.
All right, that's all I got.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry we had to threaten you to get on here.
That's
but,
okay.
You know,
I mean, can we get the boot off our car now, though?
no, not yet. We're not done with you guys
we're
yet.
not done.
Fair enough.
So take it away, Cindy.
All right, everybody. Much love. Thanks to our Patreon sponsors.
Michelle Erskine, Sicken and Scurvy, Rob Dowell, Jackal, and Just Prudy. She's Purdy, so,
Yeah.
Just Prudy.
And
Did I
Vile Cupcake.
Vile Cupcake. Samantha Bohm, the Vile Cupcake. How cool is that? Those are our Patreon sponsors. We really appreciate you guys.
Yes, much love. And as always, creep it real.